Hello once again and welcome back. We did come back. So I managed after a while, a couple of I actually realized it only took like 3 or 4 more attempts of just getting lucky. But I managed to get lucky enough to beat him. I did not record it because I did not think I was going to. And I was like, I'm gonna just try it a couple of times, and if not, like I said, I was gonna just be like, screw it. And we'll move on to something else. We might even just move on to 11, but I beat him. And then immediately I came back here, and as you can see back behind me back there, the thing is no longer down. Put my gold nugget in it, and was like, well, we'll just see how hard this other guy is going to be to beat, because he's probably going to be pretty hard to beat. And then we just beat him, like, instantly. It was honestly like 100 times easier to beat than the Team Rocket guy was, which is ridiculous because we all know Team Rocket sucks. They are horribly weak. Yeah, I'm joking. Oh. I did go ahead and put this here, right here, so that these can continue to work. How we looking here? We still looking good overall, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm thinking we need to get into something else because, like I said, like wait, I saw some feet. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Also pretty sure there's some zombies and stuff down there, but that's fine. But we need to get into some other stuff. One, I want to make this thing much bigger just so we could do some other stuff with it, or to be able to make some mass amounts of like end still and whatnot. But yeah, but if we go in here, right, and we go to radical red, as you can see, we're all the way down here to Misty. But because we did beat Terry, we can now go all the way up to 27. So we could do that, or we could work on that at some point. But kind of what I want to do is I want to make our conduit thing, right? So that we could because we're gonna need those conduits for the speedier things, right? For the bees. So that we can get our bees going speedier and speedier, right? So to do that, we're going to want a better create system. Because right now, if I put it on this here, it's gonna this is just gonna fail because it's already pretty strained down as far as I know for what it can do. So what I'm thinking we do is if we come in here real quick, or go like this, we press this button, we say at create, right? I honestly don't even know what all's in here. Let's go to the actual create tab here. So if we go down here, create is right here. So if I click on that, I'm curious. So up here is your whole like storage system stuff, right? Create 1.21. So yeah. You have a bunch of different storage things and whatnot there. Weighted ejector over here. We have this stuff, which is kind of what we want to get into with the fluid tank stuff, possibly, but the blaze burners over here. But then there's trains down here, which we're not too worried about. And then there's mechanical harvesters and saws and stuff. So I don't actually see anything in here that would give us like a what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? Way to power it via energy instead of needing to basically to give it its rotational force with power instead. Tesla coil, maybe. What's the Tesla coil? Tesla coil with charge ion. Okay, no, definitely not that. So we do that. The alternator and the electric motor, I believe, are what we right. The alternator, we give it that. Requires at least 30, generates electricity. Okay, so this alternator generates electricity from force. Motor, I'm assuming, will provide. Okay, electricity component. Okay, so yeah, so so that does that, but the stress. It says stress capacity small. I'm guessing that means it cannot do like a high amount. Like the alternator, you could put as much rotational force you want, and it'll. So we might just say, yeah, we definitely don't want that. We do want to be able to make some of these other balls and stuff like that. But we also want some other stuff. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with our boiler system. So we're going to need some fluid tanks, which means we're going to need some copper plates. To get some copper plates, we could do that via just pressing them down on a thing like that. So we could just grab these, bring them out here, and I should be able to just take these and chuck them right there. And that will start making copper plates for it. Granted, we could also just hand make them, but we do already have a couple of them. I believe as well to make those we are going to barrels. Probably have some, but not a whole lot. Click on here, we go like this. Okay, so right now we don't have planks or whatchamacallit stuff on it. I'm curious. I don't remember. Did I link at the link thing on me? Did I link these out here? I did not. Okay, so we can come over here and link all of these because that will give us the ability to see them in there in the computer. And that'll give us the ability to make a whole lot of wood, right? So we should be able to come down here, go like this. You can see we have 6,000. I can press R on this. You can just click like this and just keep clicking. Just keep clicking. There we go. Throw all that in there. And then what we could do is we could throw that back up there. Go like this. And just keep clicking. We don't have any of these in here, so we'll come over here and throw them up there. So that we can come in here and make our barrels. Here. There we go. Click that. This. And just make 64 barrels. Also don't have in the computer system. Here and throw them in right there. Then we can click here. Click on this. Boom. We made 29 of these. Okay. So the next thing we're going to need to make for setup is going to be some blaze burners. Once this back in, okay, we will. There we go. We need these. Means we need a lot of iron plates. So if I go like this, we just wait for this to go back to iron real quick. We wait like that, go like this. I'm going to make 2 of them. Then we're just going to grab some of this. You know, we'll grab 1 more. And then we can click here and go boom like that to get iron plates. And then the same thing like that to get more iron plates. Then we could throw that in there. Then the iron plates, which we should have copper plates already in here. I don't know where I put them. They're over here. So we bring iron plates over and put them right there. Okay, there we go. So then we come in here, click on this, click on this, click on this, and we need, I believe, 9 of these. Nice. Then what we could do is we could take these out here. We could turn this on here. Wait a couple of seconds. Turn it off real quick, and then come in here and start collecting them. And then these skeletons, we could just take care of it. Apparently, we've missed one blaze. That's fine. This guy's got a backpack, so he's invincible to these guy. Okay, anyways, we can now come back over here, click this again. Wait a couple of seconds. There we go, turn that off. And start collecting these guys here. And we accidentally placed one down, so break it. Then we'll go like that. And then we'll take care of these guys in here. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. So now we have 9 of these blaze burners. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night real quick. Then we'll go set them up over here. So we'll bring this over here like this, where I think we'll set it up down here. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just dig up some of this right here, like so, and then we will put these guys down right here. Now, we were going to need some other things for this. Don't know if we're going to be able to make them easily, though. We're going to need, find it, this guy right here. Mechanical arm. So we will need a precision machine for this. That's going to require a little bit of work for this. So we're going to need 3 of these where we have cogwheel, large cogwheel, iron nugget. So I don't remember if I put the cogwheels in here. It does not look like I did. So probably still in one of these. So we have some large cogwheels there. We got some things there. Don't see any small ones in here. Wait, there's some small ones right there. 5. Perfect. Okay, so that's all we need is just those 5. So if I actually, right now, I need to take these 5 cogwheels here. I'm going to bring them over, put them in right there. I'm going to grab 5 nuggets. And then if we go here and actually we take out hammer, gold, I believe, and then go like this, we can make some gold plates, because I believe that's what it said we need. Right? Gold plate with, again, first one's going to be cogwheels, then large, then iron nuggets. Okay, so we'll go like this, and we'll bring these out here, where my cargo is in our way. So we'll come over here to this, and we'll put those 2 back over there because we don't need to worry about them anyways because our lava is filled. Okay. Then we'll come over here and we will put small... I forgot about that. You don't shift click it. You put small cogwheel in, then big cogwheel, then iron nugget, and then we'll come over here. Throw this here, and we need to do this 5 whole times, so we'll just wait for it right here and do that, and then chuck it down there, and hopefully this will make it, because I believe it does have a chance to fail. Like if we go like this and we look at it right here, right, we click on this, 80% chance to get it and 20% chance to be a random salvage. So hopefully it doesn't fail and we get it on our first go. Otherwise, it's going to be annoying because we're going to have to make some more stuff to do it. Okay. There's that. Boom. One more time. Should be good, right? I believe. So it just made its click, its click, its click. Boom, there we go. We have our precision mechanism. Nice. We should also be able to come over here now. Click on this. We get copper plates. Of course, I believe in order to do this thing, we're going to need brass plates, don't we? And I don't think we have. We do have some brass ingots, so we could take those out and probably come smash them down. Let's see what else we actually need. So we're going to need 1 brass for that and 3 brass plates for that. So if we go, I guess, 1, 2, 3. We could chuck those 3 on there and let them do their thing. We can come, actually, I think we have andesite in the system, right? Yep, we do. We grab that right there. Then we do also need to grab one of these, put it down. We need to grab an axe and shave it down. And then we need to take a brass, it was brass, right? So I think we need brass casing, right? Brass casing, yep. We put that there. Do that to get our brass casing. And then we'll run out here and grab our 3 brass plates. That should let us go in here. I'm pretty sure I have everything on me already. And make ourselves a mechanical arm. Nice. Now, what we need is a couple of other things. So we're going to need a depot. Which we should have in here as well, right? So we grab a depot. We'll need a andesite funnel. And I believe we'll need a drawer. I mean, I don't think it needs to be a drawer, but I think a drawer use. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will put put that there. We will then put the depot right there. And then I believe if we click on this and then click on all of these, it'll pick up from here and put on all of those if it can do it. We can put that there. Nice. And then if we were to go like this and put that andesite funnel there and then use our wrench to turn it around so it outputs, we should be able to come over here and not to there, to right here, and grab out a bunch of coal, which I'm actually going to go ahead and throw in here real quick so we can click on here, click on this, and just get some blocks of coal real quick. But we are just going to put, actually, you know what? I'm going to go like that. Boom. Then we would need to give this rotational for it to do it. I forgot about that part. So we need to come in here, grab one of these for right now, bring it over here, and put it down. I believe it's got to go right here just to work, right? Yeah. Okay, so it goes right there. And now we just need to come over here and get some other stuff. So we'll come over to, I think, in here where we already have this. Grab this gearbox. And then I'm thinking what we grab is we come over here, we click on this, and we click here to just make water wheel, and then we'll just make a big water wheel. Yeah. We then need a bucket, which we don't have, I don't think. Actually, no, we do. Okay, perfect. We also need to clean out our backpack of stuff. But we come over here, grab some of this, and we put this down right here. And nope, we actually need a vertical gearbox, don't we? So we need to take this and go like that. And then put it down right here so that we can break here. Actually, we don't even need to break that one. I don't know why we broke that one. Let's go like this. Take this out of here. Put that right there. And we'll break here, 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 and there. I think those are the ones we need to break. And then put the water here. We put a shaft there. And then the large water wheel there. And then that should let this start working. Yep, as you can see, it starts working. We're good to go. It'll grab one thing of coal, spin around, and put it in one of these guys. We could then go like this and put these over the top of this. And we're going to need a couple more later, but we'll worry about those in a little bit. For now, we have that. We are going to need another sink. So we need to come in here. I don't know if we actually have terracotta other than this. I don't know if we have any in the system or not. If I go like that, we do not. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I know we have that. We could just use that color terracotta, right? If I go like that, we could put that in there. And then we need a bucket of water to make a sink. So we'll grab that. And let's run this in here so that we can press U on this and see if we can find a sink that'll let us make a glass texture's missing again. I didn't think it was going to be that hard to find a sink that we could make because it should be one of these. Does not look like it, so we're going to have to go like this real quick and type in sink. And oh yeah, never mind. We can't make it with that. You have to dye it. So yeah. If we type in clay real quick, we can go like this to get some clay that we can then tuck in here. And that didn't go in the system because, yeah, we don't technically have it in the system because I didn't put it in there. Okay, so we'll bring it over here. We'll go like that. Perfect. We could then come here, click on this, and make our sink. We could then go like this and make an upgraded version of this to make sure we have enough water easily always going into the boiler. So once we do this, we should be able to get this thing up and going and essentially fully sustaining. Yep. Yep. There we go. Okay. We got another zombie over here. Okay. Yep. Good. So if I go like this and we bring this to like right here, we put that right there. Go like this. We could do that. And then we can do that, and this will fill up with a lot of water. And of course, it is now boiling because we have blaze burners underneath it. Nice. So now what we can do is come all the way back over here. Come in here and see what we need for the rest of these parts. Go like this and say add create again, where we are going to need to make, if I can find them, steam engines. So if we click on this, we can go like this. And I can put a couple of these in here. And we probably don't need 9 of them. Let's just go ahead and do 4 of them for right now. And we could bring them over here, where I can put them right here. And then if we grabbed this and made it go side, we don't want it going that way, though. We want it going sideways. So if I break that, let's see, can I take like wood or something? So 1, 2, 3, put it there. It wants to go there. Okay, perfect. That works too, I guess. We could go like that. And we can take that one down. We could then break these trees. There we go. Okay, and then we can put this one here, this one here. And then sadly, I think we need our 2 other things. We're going to need another, what you would call it, from in here. Another vertical gearbox, and then we're going to need another just regular gearbox, I believe. So if I went like this and we clicked on this and we said a gearbox, no, we need this gearbox. So we're going to need to click on here and go like this and go 1. And then we're going to need to press R on here because we're going to need more of these. That. And then we need to put them in to the computer as well. So bring them over, put them right there. Over, go like that to put anything else in we have already. And we can press R on this, and get 3 more of those. Make another vertical gearbox. No, technically we needed the horizontal one, right? So we can go like this. There we go. Okay, so now if I come out here and we disconnected this, technically if we put the vertical one here and then the other one there, that'll do that, which will keep this thing up and running all the time, even though it is currently empty. Really? I didn't think it'd be empty yet. Do we need to then, if that's the case, upgrade this thing here? Let's just upgrade this all the way so that it is doing full buckets worth. We have the stuff. Let's just do it. There we go. And I'm pretty sure that is the highest we can do. I'm pretty sure this does not have the infinite one in here. But yeah, we should be able to go like this now. Throw that in there. Tank, it still says it's empty. I don't know if it says it's empty just for us or if it's just the way it is. Let's actually grab another thing that we're going to need so we could actually see inside of there. And that is going to be goggles. Find them. I mean, I believe technically these would work, but there we go. Engineer's goggles. Like that. And then what we could do is we could take these and throw them in here. And now if we come out over here and we look at this, as you can see, it is filled with water. its size is not max and its heat is not max, but we are getting 96,000 or 98,000 press units. Whereas if we came over to like this and we looked at like this stuff, I mean, that's 128. I don't think these actually go, right? That just says 128. We look at that, 128. So I believe, and these are getting 64, right? Yeah. Okay, so we do have all of that going now. So now what we can do is set up a system here where we bring this out from here and go over like this way or something to do some other stuff. So let's run in here and open up this chest real quick, grab out a belt, and we need to grab out some shafts real quick. And then what we can do is run over here, and I could take from here, and go over to like right here, I think. I put that there. If I bring this belt over to here, you can see we now have a belt that's running here at whatever stress units it's running at. Nice. Okay. So now we just need to make ourselves another fan and some other stuff. So if we open up this, I'm pretty sure we don't have another fan in here. We do have another dragon head. We definitely do not have a fan. Okay. So we need to come over here where we click on this and we make ourselves another paste fan, which I do not see over on the left side. So if we look over here on the right side for encased fan, it is there. Boom. We just need to make a propeller. So if we make that, we can then make ourselves an encased fan, which we could bring out here and put down right there, which will blow. Okay, perfect. But now we just need to do the whole conduit thing, which I don't even know if we have enough stuff to do that yet. The Nautilus shells, we don't seem to be getting them super quick. We got 2 there. And we got 6 here. Perfect, actually. And the one of those, so we can click on here. Press U on this to make our conduit. And then we can hold W on that again. But we're going to need a whatever this is. And oh yeah, shoot, we need a lot of encased fans, don't we? Okay. But I think we'll need something there to stop the water, because I don't think it'll work if we don't stop the water. But let's grab Prismarine. We'll have to do that. And then if we press U on that, we're going to need to click on this. Just gave us 14. But we are, again, I'm going to have to come over here. So if we go like this real quick. We need a shovel. I'm going to grab a shovel. Going to make it easier. What we have is a diamond shovel. So, yep, sure. We'll bring this over here real quick and just dig up some of that. There we go. Okay. So we are going to have to change this. We're going to have to bring it out 1, I think. And we're going to need to put so if I go like this, and I go like that, I think that's what we'll need. And then we'll need some like chain drives or something like that. So let's come in here, and if we click on this, I mean, it shows it with just the belts. But we could just probably do it with the belts just to be safe. So if I go like this, we click on that. I could then just go like this to get those. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then we have the belts on us already. We'll come over here and sleep real quick. And then we can head out there and we can, hopefully if we put this stuff on here, it will still blow like it should, right? So if I put that there, and then we go up 2 blocks. So let's go ahead and just use the prismarine like so real quick so that we can put these down here. And we can break these, and one of them's going to go all the way down here. Okay, so let's go like that, and then we can grab our belts to connect from here up to here, like so, and then put these in here. Nice. And then if we put this fan right here, it is still blowing perfect. Okay, good. Now we need water here and then this stuff here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed one. We'll back up a second ago. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to be able to make 2 more of these. So we need 18. Hopefully we still have 18 of them in here. It looks like we do. Perfect. We can go like that. Press U on here. Go like this and go 1, 2. And then there we go. Okay. So now we'll have that for that. Okay, perfect. Now I believe we should be able to. We're going to need to make a couple more fans real quick. So if we come in here and we go like this, we click on here, click on this, we go like this, we go like this. We're going to need 8 more fans. So there's 8 of those. And if we click on here, I don't think we have 8 casings in. Let's find out what we have. We have 3 casings. So if we go like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And grab 9 of these, we could then put them on here like so. And then we can shift click, grab all these. There we go. Okay, then we can just click here, go like that, throw that up there, click on this, go like this, and get our encased fan that we could then bring over here and put down right here. And they're going to keep blowing me like that. But there we go. I believe. Yeah, okay, so if you hold shift for whatever reason, it does that. But there we go. We could just do that. And that put those there. Perfect. Now we need to, we're going to need to take this conduit. Okay, I was about to say, where'd the conduit go? It's probably in here, right? Yep, right there. Okay, so if I go like this, we are going to need, let's grab a block we could easily dig up. That's not as hard to dig up as whatever. But if I go like that, and then we put this here, and then we get, I'm gonna grab some glass real quick. Hopefully, when we place glass in the world, it doesn't like break. But you know, like the texture thing that we've been having. But if I grab glass and we put glass down like this, so that water cannot flow out to the sides. Now, if I can get around here, sure. And we do that. I'm curious, though. I'm going to put one glass here, one glass here. If it's got to all be source blocks or not. If we put that there, does that. We then put this here, it does that. And then we put that there, it does that. It did not open up, so I'm assuming they all gotta be blocks, even though, because you can see, like, right now we're just bulk washing. So if I go like that, and then up here we go like this, that'll make those, but we also are going to need those to be source blocks. So if we... you know what? I gotta disable this real quick so that we can work on this. I'm curious then, if I go like this though, and we take this. Okay, so that puts that in there, and then that is now opening to make a conduit. So now if I go like this, and we put this back on here, is this conduit power instead of the other power is the big question, right? So let's go grab a depot. I don't know if I have any on me. Nope, I do not. So we'll grab a depot. Go like that. We're going to come over here. Our glass broke again. And then we are going to grab one of these. And if we bring this over here and put this here, for some reason, not all the fans are working. Why is... Oh, wait, never mind. If we go like that, put that there, grab this from here all the way over to here. There we go. So now that's doing that. That does look different. So if we were to grab this, and it just throws it over there. Okay. Okay. I was pretty sure that was what we needed to do, was put it on there. Right, because if we go like this and we press U on this, click on this, it is conduit stuff. So if that's the case, we'll go like this, we'll grab this, and we'll grab some black stone. And we'll run out here, we'll take this and go like this. If I walk in front of here, it does say it gives me conduit power, so it should work then. If I went like this and we block this off, right, and then we threw this in front of there, you can see it's got different particles, and you can see we got our part of the sea. Perfect, okay. So if that is the case, then if I go like this, if I press R on this and we click on here, is there a way we can figure out conduit channeling, what we make through that via that, or do we actually need to, I don't know, let's go like this. If there's anything else we can make through that. Conduit, and we go like this and we press U on that. Yeah, as you see, it just shows us this. It doesn't actually show us everything we can make through conduit channeling. But we know we can make these, right? So if we press R on this and we clicked on this, actually, if we pressed U on this, there we go, and then we hit this. So conduit channeling is mainly just looks like it's used to oxidize stuff and to give coral stuff and to apparently make sponges, wet sponges, with a chance of getting another wet sponge. But it looks like okay, we can also make prismarine shards. And we can get the shell with the Nautilus shell by throwing that in there, but that's also just from watering and stuff like that. But anyways, we can now get our conduits here, or our hearts of the sea that we can use to make our things there. We just now need to get a better source of nether stars. Let's go like this. We'll grab this. We'll put this over here. Come over here. Go like that. And then we're going to need to run over here real quick, where we could take these netherite pants and just throw them out because we don't need them. We'll come up here and put that down right there. And that down right there for no real reason other than just because. Okay, we could put that down and we could get this put inside of our system as well. So bring it over here, put that there, put that there. And then if we take this backpack and we go like that, and we can see what we actually have in here. We got a fire protection, a logic core, and some other stuff. And some a nightshade. We also got another brass ingot from Create itself. But yeah, anyways, if we now go in here, we should only have stuff from Create. Looks like we have something from Allthemodium Star too. Which if we click on here, yeah, it would probably just be the arms and stuff like that. So yeah, so we'll go like this, press this, we'll just go here and on select rewards and just claim all. And then that also apparently gave us some more blaze burners. It also gave us a speedometer and a stressometer. I believe what we can do with those is bring them out here and put them here just to see what our stuff's actually at. Because we could apparently get that much higher, which we know we can. We just need to increase our stuff. But there's this, blocks of coal. I believe we have those in the system. Okay, yeah. We're not too worried about the create fluid pipes. Put those in there. Go ahead and throw our hammer in here. We did get some more precision machines and some gold plates. So we'll go ahead and I guess just go like that. And like that. And the extra blaze burners for right now. We don't care too much about those, so we'll throw them in here. And then we can throw that in there. We can throw those in there, and then this extra random wood, throw it in here. And there we go. Perfect. So now we have conduit stuff, so we could make our bee things. We just need, again, like I said, a good way of getting wither stuff. If we click on here, we apparently got something else. When we did some stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, we got these things. Go ahead, click on here. Claim all, which isn't going to give us anything too fancy. We just go like that, put that there, and then this here. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so for wither stars, or nether stars, right? There's really only a couple ways to get those, right? If we click on here, there's going to be either from downgrading it from another star block, silent gear from fragments, which I believe we only get those via taking apart one of those, mystical agriculture shards, which we could do, but is a ways away, and then of course that's all the same stuff in here. The wither, of course, you know, we got one for that. Doing the nether star crux is that. There's the loot fabricator, the wither prediction. There's this, which requires one of these, which is a lot of work, and then a netherite ingot. There's possibility of being able to trade with the bee queen, and then there's this thing here, which I still not 100% sure on how this works, on why we would take one of these and one of these. Just get one of these unless it does not use up the nether star when it makes it. But I don't know. I don't know. So I think the biggest way is going to be doing this, which we technically have the model to base or to basic already. Only problem with it being at basic is it's not very good on basic. But in order to get it higher, we were going to need to beat 9 more withers, which is a lot. It is a whole lot. I think if we were to do that, though, we would want to make a... We would want to make a bigger thing and make it so that we could have, like, 10 of them spawning at a time and then just go in and blah, 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 and just take them all out like nothing, right? But, yeah, I'm not sure that'll be the best way. I also need to remember to get a output in there at some point, but yeah. Okay, brush, though, we could actually put this brush away. Put that away. And for now, we go ahead and put the trainer card, that, and that away. And yeah, we could still, though, go ahead, go like this, and say at hostile neural networks, where we will click on the simulation chamber and make one of those. And then the loot fabricator, where we just need to make one of these. So we'll make a couple of those to put them in there. And then I'm curious, though. So Eca Simulate runs up to 27 hardened shell, which I'm assuming has something to do with wired into the nether. So I don't know what this actually is. Yeah, so we'll go like this. I'll have to look that up. Grab both of these for right now. And I can then go like this, and we can grab out to the wither module. We can just bring it over here, where I will go like this, and we will put the simulation chamber right there, loot fabricator right there. I could then put this in here, and as you can see, you know, its model accuracy is 9.25%. But now we need to come in here and make ourselves some things. Grab these. We'll go like that. We currently make 48 based on the current amount of stuff we have. But we can throw these in here to start getting those. Of course, this is a very, very slow process, and it will probably possibly start draining our power out of here quite significantly, I think. So let's get inside. Oh, wow. I didn't realize just how many levels I got from all of that stuff either. So yeah, let's go ahead, run over here, click on this, and we're going to control plus on that for all of that. There we go. Okay. So now let's go ahead and come in here. We're going to just throw this into here for right now. And that'll start doing some stuff there. We click here. Then let us go down to hostile neural networks. Let us grab this here. And that there, which is just another 11 levels of experience. So sure, whatever. We are going to possibly need some warden predictions again as well, so we might need some other stuff. But yeah. Okay, so we're doing some stuff now, right? We got bees that are kind of weird. As you can see there's already, that's full of latex. This is now full of honey. This is doing this, but as you can see, we're doing that. And yeah. So this is very, very slow based on what this is doing. So we need to, though, we need to get this out of here when it's an item. So if I go like this and we come in here and we could just grab ourselves a barrel real quick. Come over to here, grab ourselves a hopper as well. We can then run out here. Put barrel down and put that there. On here, take that back out of there. Put that there, and that'll start making honey blocks so that we can do some stuff. Okay. So we're gonna need a lot of things, right? So to make these, we need honey treats and that. So if we go like this, we could take out these here. We could take out a bunch of this and a bunch of this. And we should be able to click here, click on this, make a bunch of those, and then click here. Do that, and then I forgot to shift click on that, so back in here, and we will shift click on a bunch of these. We can just get a bunch of those. Although I could go like this, and we could go like this, boom. Get those put up there like that, and do that. There we go. And then we could just throw all of those back up in there. Okay, so now we have some honey. We come over here, and throw these honey bottles in here. Throw that in there. Sure, actually, there's honey treat in there too. We also have some of these. Okay, so let's see what we need to speed up this process. Right, click on here. We could press R on this, so we're going to need honey blocks and our comb blocks and clocks, right? Okay. Although if I press R on this as well, we could apparently use fire bricks and clocks. We should be able to have plenty of like this. Just take that out, click here, go like this. Press R. Press R. Yeah, press R. There. Bunch of those. Perfect. Okay. Now, if we run in here, we are going to need to make a whole bunch of clocks. I did not hide over there, so I'll go here. Type in clock. So we can click here and here. And we're just going to make a bunch of clocks real quick and run them over here. And actually, I did put them on here. So there we go. We don't actually have honey treats or the honey blocks in there. So with that, and then we also probably want to go ahead and put upgrade bases in there. Then I can go like that, throw all that stuff in there. We could then click on here and press R on this. Go like this and make 7 of those. Because that's all of the bases we have. Go like this as well and get to those. Then we could press R on this again. Click on this. These in here. And we could get up to 49 of those. So now if I press U on this again, right? We need the hearts of the sea and the other thing. So to get the hearts of the sea, going to need the eyes of Ender. So if we go in here and we type in I, press R on that, we could just go like this and do that. A bunch of these, we could then bring them over here, where we could throw that and that there to turn all of those into parts of the sea. And with all of these hearts of the sea once these last ones are done. I thought figured they'd be done already, but the other ones were done. I mean, there's 40 something in there and 20. So there we go. All these hearts of the sea, we can now bring them over here. Throw them in there. And we do have eight whatchamacallit. So if I went like this and we pressed U on this again, right? And we clicked on this. We have 8, so it means I should be able to get 4, right? Like so. There we go. Perfect. So that'll give us 4. Which if we then brought 4 of these speedier ones over here, and I went like this, you could see that's now going much further, faster. Although we are getting raw iron, which is why that is filled there. I kind of forgot we got raw iron from that. We also don't really want this going full speed right now, right? Because we're getting honey, and the honey's just, yeah. Okay, so I do need the thing then. So if we come over here, and we grab one of these, right? No, never mind. I don't have any of them. So come over here, click on this, and make one of these that we put in right here real quick, and then just connect that, and then just connect that up like so. We can then grab this here, lock that, link that, and then that'll start putting all those other ones into it, right? I think. Good anyways. Like it should start taking them out of here and putting them in there. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. Of course, it does it really slow because it doesn't have any upgrades on the thing. So we definitely want to quickly come in here. And again, just make one of these like so. We are just going to tell it, go ahead and do full upgrades. Put that in there. Fly over here, where we go over here. Put that there, and as you can see again, it'll do that, which is perfect for us. Okay, good. Now what we can do is we could probably go here, and on this thing, take out all of the speed ones, put the speediers on there, go like that, click on here. There we go. Now we have 2 fully upgraded diamond bees, which we will then run in here and grab out a stack of fluorite so that we could press U on this and go like this. We can then, I'm going to need the other bee cages real quick. We'll probably just need this one here. Actually, no, we're going to need, I don't see any empty bee cages. I don't know why. Ooh, we're going to need some wood. I guess we could come over here and take a bottle of honey as well, throw it in here. Come over here so we click on this to go like this, get some bee cages of our own. That way there we could pick up this ender bee and this lapis bee that are in here. Perfect. We could then put down the diamond bee and feed it that and have it still be because that's not a fluorite. Nope, that is a fluorite B. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we can grab that. We could then, I guess, go here where we grab out a slab. Place it down because we're going to need a bunch of this stuff later on. I think that one is filled. Why is there a plastic B out here? Oh no. But we'll go like this, click on that, and then we'll go like this real quick. So we can put fluorite B in there. If I open this up and open this up, this should be, yeah, plastic beads. I don't know why one of them was not in there. Doesn't make any sense. There we go. We got that. We can now come over here again. Go this and take diamond B and feed it that to get our fluorite B to bring it all the way down here and put it there as well. And then that should start getting us stuff there. Perfect. That'll start giving us fluorite that we will need for mechanism stuff. And yeah. Okay. Okay, so then we could actually bring the fluorite out and put it in the computer system. Well, right there. Oh, we don't really need the fluorite blocks in there, so we'll go ahead and go like that. That right there. Okay, and then of course we have the ender bee and the lapis bee there, which we don't really, as far as I know, we don't really need them. I'm going to put them in here for now. Okay. Big thing is, we got that going, so we have that. Again, we need this. That's just the ender stars. I don't know why I keep calling them ender. The nether stars. Come over here to this. You can see we got some wither predictions. We could throw them in here and do that to get this. Oh, ooh, I didn't know there was a queued mode. Okay, cool. Either way, we could do that. That'll do that. Have that going. We did get some of these. If I press U on this, what can I do with this? So we can make more dragon heads from a wither prediction and dragon's breath. We make chorus fruit, and we can make these things here. Stores sections from our selections from a loot fabricator. Right click, copy. Okay, I don't know what that does exactly, but yeah. Either way, this here is now up to 12 of 48. And if we remember, we were at like 6 beforehand. But yeah. Okay, so if we now come in here, we click on this. Put those in here. Press R on this. Not R on that, the U on this. Go like that. This. And we can put one more there to get that for that. Okay, perfect. So that's going to give us the ability for all of these things. And if I come over here, we can take this here and this here out. We go like that. I don't think we really need any more diamond bees right now, right? If I figure out where this is at, yeah, so we go like this. I don't remember, so diamond. If we go like this, we press U on diamond to get the, oh, we would have to merge it with that B conversion. So if we had garnet, pearl, fluorite we made, opal we don't need, topaz we don't need, amethyst. Amethyst B could possibly be useful. The aquamarine bee. That we don't need. The ancient bee, the Medalvite. Don't need any of those. Those dimensional bee we probably don't need. There's that, and then the Celestigem. That we could possibly use, but I don't think would be too important. The Arcanus bee I don't think is going to be important. Although I do think, now that I'm thinking about it, if we go back through here, the Ancient bee, and we press U on that, we can make, if we gave it that, we can get that. Okay. Anyways, we want to, if we come in here, click on this and get that and that, who cares? We want to go back down here to productive bees real quick. Because we have the netherite bee, so again, the Allthemodium bee, to get that is look up its recipe. Oh, okay, yeah, this is where we're going to need a lot of ancient, right? So if we went back in here and said all the, and we see this, to make this, we're going to need the Allthemodium bee, which we have to pour Allthemodium bee onto an ancient bee egg. So we are going to definitely need more ancient bees. And ancient bees. So if we go in here and say ancient, here we go. I feel like I always spell it wrong. The only way to get ancient bees. Okay, so if we took an ancient bee with an ancient bee. Okay, so yeah, so we'll want to grab this out of here. Make another. We'll probably just make another one. We are going to need some of our honey treats. We apparently used all of them. I should have figured we'd use all of them. I don't know why I didn't think we did. We'll grab that out. We can then come over here, grab this out, and then here, go like that to make some of those. There we go. We can then put that in there. Let's go ahead, leave them on us real quick. We can take this here, and there, throw it in here, and then we can put that up like so. That gave us 2 fully grown bees, right? But now if we take these 2 fully grown bees, actually we're probably going to need a lot more than 2 fully grown bees, right? Well, no, because we want to make more ancient bees. So we're going to want to breed ancient bees. So we'll come in here real quick. We'll click on, I don't know why I bothered clicking on that. We're just going to grab this, and just make that. We are definitely going to need more things. So if I go like this, bee nest things, right, we go like this, we just bring that in here, throw it in here, we come over here, click on this, and click on the bee cage. And then we click on that, do that, and of course, yeah, because of the way that works, that's going to do that. So let's actually just, I guess, go ahead and throw that there. Maybe not. Guess those want probably logs, right? So go like that. And that'll give us a lot of bee cages that we could just bring out right now. I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to throw these extra 5 in here. Now let's take this out of here, put it in here, and let's just actually go ahead and take a couple of these out and go like this. Boom. Come over here and grab honey treats. Throw those in there. There we go. That's 7. Now what we do is we come in here, we close this door, and we put 7 bees down. We then start feeding all of them netherite blocks. Boom, there we go. Now we capture all 7 bees. Like so. Nice. Perfect. Okay, good. Now we need to make another machine. Hope we can make it. If we go here and we go like this and say at productive, we need to make our cell as it not the gene indexer. Is it the bottler? I think it's the bottler we need to make. So let's just try that real quick, I guess. We'll go like this and grab 3 of those. I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's the bottler that we need to make. So go like this. Go like that. We will make ourselves a bottler. And then we need a piston. So we should have some of those right here. We're then going to need a lever and a wall. Okay, there we go. We now bring this out here over to here where we will just go ahead and put this. Grab our shovel and we will just put this right here. Put it right there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back 1 block with it. Go like this real quick. And we're just going to dig that out. I'm going to go like this. We're going to put it right here. And we're actually going to go dig this here out as well. Like so. There we go. Now what we do is we press this. Grab some blackstone. Because why not? Go like this. Put this here. Go like this. Put that there. And then we break this. We break that. I forgot we actually need the piston. Go like that. We put the piston right here. We could then put the lever right here. It works. And then if we put bottles in there, got to make sure we put bottles in there. So we'll grab 64 bottles. And if we throw bottles in here, right? And then we go like this with an ancient bee and then do that, we should get, yes, squished bee. And then of course there's also a thing, so we could do that. We go like that. And then there we go. Boom. And then we push that one in there. And we squish that one in there. Then we squish this one in there. And we got one more to put in there. There we go. Squish that one in there. And there we go. Now we have a bunch of these bee material. But now what we can do is sleep through the night and make ourselves another centrifuge, just because I want to make one specifically for doing what we're doing. Okay. Right. We come here, go like this, and we make a centrifuge, which we need a grindstone for. So grindstone, make a centrifuge, make a powered centrifuge. Perfect. Then bring this to right here and put it down here like it was kind of before. Throw this in there with some speed things. And that'll do that. Give us some of these. And I believe we actually want to make sure we are taking these out all the time so that it can do some stuff. So I think really what we need to do now as well is come in here. And this is where we make ourselves the gene indexer. So we'll make ourselves a crafting table to make a gene indexer. We will also go ahead and make the basic thing here and then upgrade it just to gold one because that should be all we need. And I'm fairly certain the gene indexer doesn't require power. So what we could do is we could put it right here. Put this right here. Go like this to put that there. Then we can put that inside of there. And then if we put these in here, any of these that match the exact same type, so like if I get any more netherite bees, they will go into this and they will automatically combine. We can go like this. That'll take all of them out. Go like that, take all of them out. And then just do it for all of these that we made. And now if we open this up, as you can see, we do have one that is at 100%. So we can go like this. Put that in there with this to get a netherite thing. We could then come in here where we grab an egg. Come out here, put it into here with that to get our ancient bee spawn egg, which is at this point perfect for us. Then we can come in here and we need to see how much Allthemodium we actually need to pour on this. So if we click on this and we click on this, we need 4 ingots worth of Allthemodium, which we currently have 2. And if we look around, I'm fairly certain that was all of it that we had. I do not think we have any more, which means we are going to then have to go find some, which we already know is a pain in the butt. That's uranium. Don't see any Allthemodium there. Or there. That's the same one. None in that one. None in that one. None in that one. Okay. So definitely don't have any more. So we're going to definitely have to go find some more. Which, like I said, we already know that is a pain in the butt. So there's a couple things I'm thinking we can do that'll help it. One of them is going to be taking this helmet off. Because we are going to go like this real quick and press U on this to make ourselves some more Eclipse alloy. So we're going to go ahead and put this stuff all down right here. Like that. Get all that to be making Eclipse alloy for us real quick. Because we're going to go ahead and change our helmet. And actually, I'm going to take this back to netherite. Boom, like so. And we'll throw all that in there and say, sure. Okay, so this netherite bee, we are going to just take it and put here. Our ancient debris bee we'll put in there. Like that for now. And say we're good there. Okay. All of this has been made, so we'll come out here and dig it all up. There we go. And I believe, yeah, it'll just be here like that. That'll fill up with power because we still have almost no power in our battery. So if we bring this over here to this and put it in here, we could start getting power put in there at a kind of slow rate. Now we just need to come in here where we can click on this, and we're going to go to adjust, where we can look around and find the night vision one, which needs a blank upgrade, which needs some ferrocore ore, which we should have some like so, and then I should be able to hit B. Thought we had some gold carrots on us. There we go. We grab those, then we click here again. Go like this to make that. Come over here, click on this, and click on again where it is. Like that to make that. And we come over here and throw this and this here. And if we do that, and we put this on and we press B, that should give us night vision. Thought doesn't show it on, so it shows that as enabled. But if we actually come over here, oh yeah, okay, so it's enabled. You can see when we look down in here, everything is lit up dark. So we are perfect there. But now, if that's the case, now we just need to find ourselves a deep dark biome that we haven't been to, or an ancient city, or go back to the ancient city and fly around for a little bit and see if we could find some Allthemodium ore. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, well, I was lucky enough to find 3 of them there in a little care. Well, one block, which gave me 3 of them, so that's going to give me 6 of them if I crush it with the hammer. So that should be all we need for now, so we'll just go ahead and head home. Then we will get through this doorway at some point. We can go like this and throw the helmet in here after we take the hammer. We're going to keep that helmet over here, aren't we? But let's go ahead, throw that there. Go like that. There we go. We could then throw the hammer and the helmet in here. We could then throw that in there, which will give us the 4 of these that we need to be able to come out here. Click on this and throw it in here, which, as you can see, it is not hot enough, actually. We need soul lava in here, I believe. So we are going to have to take out this tank. I think it'll still have lava in it if we leave it out. So let's go like that. Just go ahead and for now, throw it up there. We're going to need to make another one of those. So if we come over here and type in tank, like so, and find it on our list of stuff right here. There we go. We can make one of those. Come over here, put down right there. We are, however, going to have to do some other stuff as well, but I'm now going to go ahead and just take this here, tuck it in here to get that, and then come over here and throw that in there, which we already had a bunch of, apparently. Anyways, we need some soul lava. So to get soul lava again, I know there's a soul lava bee, so if we type in soul space lava, right? A soul lava bee we would get from the soul lava bee egg. We get it that way, or by taking a ghostly bee egg and dumping soul lava on it. Okay, so we're going to need a bunch of soul lava. So we are going to take this tank with us. And then we are going to also take a waystone with us. If I go like that, that's going to put all that stuff in there. Sadly, this. Bring this over here. Throw this in here. We'll just throw that in there. Grab this tank back out. We'll come over here to the bee stuff where we go like this and throw this stuff in there. Like so. And then we are going to need to go into the other and find ourselves a piglin village. So we are this in there. We'll throw that in there. Sure. Okay, so then we go like this. Grab this out. And come over here, click on this, and we are going to need to go to other. And oh yeah, I forgot that spawned us inside of here. Well, it's a good thing we could get out by just going up right here. Yeah, there we go. So we could do that to get out, and we're good. Okay. Then we go like this, and we click on this, and we type in Bill Village, and we have Allthemodium other. Click on that. Click on that, and just 200 blocks this way, there's one of those. That's actually pretty close. It's just going to be down in here. Should be able to just kind of go like this, and if lucky, we'll be right here. Cool. That's actually very lucky. But what we can do now is we can bring this over. We could see there's some soul lava right here, so we could take our bucket, put that down, and apparently the soul lava was supposed to be up there. Did not spawn in. Okay, that's an annoying thing. I'm gonna say it looks like the same thing happened on that one. So I guess we will fly around and see, because I think I saw some somewhere else. There's some right there. I see it. I think. Nope, that's definitely not soul lava. Well, that's very, very inconvenient for us. Because, yeah. Anyways, I guess that means what we're gonna have to do is come to this, click on this, and click next. There's another one 500 blocks this direction. I'm going to assume it's going to be faster to get to if we go out, and so let's just head out, head back up like so, and once we get up here, we can just head over top of it this way till we get over there, and then we can just dig straight down to it. Because digging straight down in the other, especially when you could fly, is not as bad as... Oh my goodness, we can't fly. We can't fly because I did not grab my battery. We are out of power, which means we might even run out of once we run out of power in our helmet, you're going to run out of power there too. Okay. Anyways, I could just go like this then, though. It's not like it's that far. 100 blocks, but we could still just after we get there, we could place down that waystone, and with the waystone placed down, we'll be able to just teleport out and then come back, right? Yeah, so let's just go ahead, jump down here. I mean, if we're lucky, this will just straight up lead us there. And boom, we'll take care of you. And it looks like it does just take us there, which is good, but I don't know if we could fall down or not. So let's go ahead and put this here. It's saved. It'll just be our untitled one because it's going to be the last one. We'll take it apart and not going to spawn in here, and we're just going to fall down our death. No, I'm joking. Let's run back in here. Leap through the night, which we're probably going to forget about a lot of times now that we can see in the dark. And then we'll run out here and grab our battery that we hopefully remember that we need. Yeah, boom, there we go. We'll grab our battery. Will let us fly. And then we just go in here all the way to the last one to Untitled Waystone. Break that. And now we could fly in here. And of course, this really just gonna be a single. I mean, it says it's right here. So is it really just gonna be a single windmill thing? Really? Or is there gonna be something further down? I mean, it's quite possible there might be something further down. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go over here like this. And we'll just start digging down real quick. And we'll see if there's anything else further down. Of course, we're out of food, and we didn't bring any extra food with us as far as I know. So we go like that and see if we have any food. Not. We did have waystones on us, though. So, or a waystone on us. So, I mean, there's that at least. We go like this. Go like this. Hit save. Sure. Go back home. And we can come grab carrots. Yeah. Okay, but I'm still thinking we're going to need to probably find the next one. Looking at the map as it is right now, if we hit J, definitely nothing else really deep in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and go like this. We'll fly up. Fly over here to right here, and we're going to go like this. Change it to small tunnel. And then just fly up and out. Man. That first one we went to, first one we found, so much better. So if we click here, we click next. 300 blocks this way. Which should also not take very long. And again, we can then dig straight down to it possibly, unless... Oh, never mind. Never mind. We don't need to find that village. We found ourselves whatever this is. Nice. Okay, so we can go like this then and start filling this up with soul lava. Perfect. Okay, so this works out wonderfully for us. It should give us lots of it, and we don't even have to go find a village and all of that. And I don't know if you could actually pick it up directly with it. I mean, I know some things you can, like, actually, I'm gonna, okay, I go like this. Will it let me pick, no, it won't let me just straight up pick it up. Okay, that's fine. Fine, we could just go like that. And fill it up from here. Gone. Break that. Bring it over here. Put it down right there. We're at 14. So we could just go like this, though, and get it filled up with soul lava. And then also take a bucket back with us as it is. And be cool with that. There we go. We're done. Okay. Now we can take the ancient stone and place it down. And maybe we can't. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll go like that. That'll go straight into our backpack. Yeah. We'll then take that, put that there. And then we'll just go ahead and I guess go like this and grab this, put it here, put this here, and type in slav for soul lava in case we want to come get some more. Now we can go back home, fly through the void stuff again as everything loads in. We can come here. We could put that there. We could then hit B where we can grab our soul lava bucket. Place it here. And then fill that up like so. And then that'll let us melt down our stuff. Go like that. Take ancient stone. Just throw it in there. Just get rid of it. Boom. And then, like I said, we should be able to come over here. Grab 4 of this now. Bring it over here and throw that in there where that will melt down. We could then make sure it's on the bottom. Come in here and grab our egg. We could take this raw aluminum that we got and just tuck it in there. I'm going to bring this over here and throw that in there. But now what we could do is we could take this bee spawn egg, put it in there. Isn't that where we put it? Maybe we put it on here. And do it there. There we go. And that will give us an Allthemodium bee spawn egg. Once it is done, boom. And then, of course, for that, if we go like this, if we get the vibranium and do the vibranium bee spawn egg, which I have a feeling it's just going to be 4 ingots of that, so we could do that as well and skip everything. And then, of course, if we went into the end and found some other stuff, but in order to do any of that, we will want to kind of come over here. And we'll do that next time. We'll do it next time. We'll go get the unobtainium next time. For now, let's, go ahead. If we go in here, I'm assuming the Allthemodium B. So if we click on here and we press U, I'm assuming it's going to want a block. So it's going to want a block and not a thing, which means we definitely need some more of it. And I don't know how do we make a potion of Allthemodium site. So we would need a whatever that is, or if we were to quick look at it, the potion form, I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, which we get that we would need Allthemodium or site power, which we get that via we would need a raw Allthemodium anyway, so we can't do that until we get some raw Allthemodium. Okay, but for now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over here. We're just going to put it in there so that we don't lose it. Bring this over here, and we will have to press B real quick, turn the magnet off. Go like that. We're going to come in here, but there is going to be some other things that we actually do want to do with our backpack. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to say at sophisticated backpack. Then click on this to make a couple of these, because we are going to want to make a void upgrade. We're then going to want to make the advanced void upgrade. You're also going to want to make a stack upgrade. And another stack upgrade. And another stack upgrade. There we go. That should be good enough for stack upgrade now. We have a void upgrade. We have that. There is also the... Find it in here. I'm trying to think of what it might look like. There's... we also want this here. Click on this. We would need some glistening melons, which usually melons. Have any of those anywhere? I don't think that will work. We then need here deposit upgrade. So if we deposit items in the inventory as filter. So if we click on this and we go like this, we could click on that to make that, and then if we just click on this, we could just upgrade it to that. And then if we hit B, we could throw the stack upgrade in there. That'll let us do this, which gives us a lot more room. We could throw the deposit upgrade in there, and if we click on this, we could throw like that on there, and that'll block carrots from going into the system if it can, which would be good for us. And then we could throw the void upgrade on there, which we could then go like this here, and we could void out cobblestone. We could have it work in the GUI. So if I try putting it in there, it'll automatically void it for us. Nice. Okay, cool. Now what we could do here as well is we click on this. We take the backpack off and we shift click it there. And then we click on it here. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff that is in our backpack, but a bunch of stuff that is no longer in our backpack, like all of that dark stone. And if we take the sand and sandstone out, we could do that, which is more. We could do that. And then the copper, we could actually take copper and I could put that over here as well. And it'll do that. And then if we go ahead and sneak and click on that, put it there, like granite, we can hit over, put it there. And now if we put our backpack back on our back slot like so, and then hit B, you can see there's a bunch of stuff no longer in there that we don't really need to worry about. And we can take some of this other stuff out. We go like that. And yes. Then click here, click on that, throw this stuff here in there, and then we could also throw all of those in there. And if we come over to this, that is filled, and that is filled. This actually has some of this stuff in it that it doesn't need, so we'll throw that in there. Perfect. Okay, good. Now, I do kind of want to do something else real quick. I'm going to here, and I want to make a gold to netherite, which means we need a gold to diamond. And if I go like this, we can make a gold to netherite, and actually we need 2 of them. Go like that, like that. I could take these and use them on there, which will give us a lot more space for all of this type of stuff. So we can actually take all this out of here and throw it all into here. Like so. There we go. Okay, now these relic coins, is there anything we could actually use these for? Or is it just quite literally making stack? This item is for sale at Hollow Battle Tower, 1 each for 9 battle. Okay, so we get battle point things from. Okay, so now if we come over here, do we have melon seed? I'm gonna assume we don't. I'm gonna assume we can get them from outside from that guy that's out there, though. So if we go in here and we grab these, right, and we come out here to you. You have some melon seeds. Yes, so I could go like that to get some melon seeds. Perfect. And then we can actually just bring these back in here, throw them in there, and we can sleep through the night, and then go plant our melon seeds and grow our melon seeds. Get a melon to do some stuff. Okay, so we'll go like this. I'll just go ahead and grab all those. Come over here like this. And fight you. Yeah. So takes so long to fight these guys. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good. You're dead. Okay, you, sir, picked a fight with the wrong person. There we go. Okay. Anyways, melon seeds. And then we'll grow those. It's a melon. That way there we could bring it over here. And actually, we're going to take this. Tuck it down there. Like so. And come up here. This and on that. Go here where we can do on this. Get that. Then be able to make our feeding upgrade, right? Because, oh, wrong thing. Backpack. Wrong thing. One. We just need the golden carrot, which is in our backpack. So there we go. Go like that. Be able to make our feeding upgrade. Our improved feeding upgrade. Which I don't know why we really need it improved. I mean, more options for when food. Oh, for when food gets given to the player. So if we go like this, we could do that. Have that. Now, granted, I don't think we have a massive amount of carrots, right? No, we don't. We do have some. So what we could do is I think we come over here. We click on this. I know we're going to need a hopper, so let's make a hopper real quick and then go here and we type in pot. Go quick and then we scroll down. We go here. This. where we can make ourselves a botany pot. Go like this to grab this and bring it outside to everything else that's out here. Put this here. Put that there. Throw a carrot in here. And then we do need a dirt. I do wonder if we were to put a... Let's try it. I'm going to try it. So if we grabbed this, right, and then we hit B... we're going to need our whatchamacallit from in here. Is it in here? Yes, it is. There it is. Silk touch. Boom, like so. I do also want to come over here with this. Take this and chuck that down there. And then I want to come over here and grab out of... Nope, not that one. This one. Grab that. We'll then put this here like that. And then we'll go like this. And then we'll grab our Silk Touch one, which is actually this one. That will give us the Silk Touch thing for that. If we do that, will this grow? It looks like it is growing. Sweet. Okay, so that'll start giving us carrots then. And if I throw this in there, that might even give us more. Perfect. Okay. So that'll give us the ability to get golden carrots to feed us food. Yeah. Grant, we could also come over here right now and take out a bunch of chicken, hit B, and throw a bunch of chicken in here as well. Like so. There we go. And of course, we could stack that up that high. Yeah. So we also did get one of these, which is resonates with Z power. I'm assuming it looks like we can make ourselves a Z ring from it. You could also use it to make an Omni ring. I'm assuming, okay, that has the keystone and the Terra thing, and then a wishing star. So Dynamaxing, Mega Evolution, and Paris, whatever. I have no idea what that is. I've never actually heard of that one. We could apparently make Team Rocket's Z power ring. Bracelet allows shower. Okay. But I think what we want to do is just go ahead and make... Ooh, there's also the Galadions Z power and Hop Epus. And then Nanus. But I think we would want to just make that one. Although, I mean, it would be real nice if we could make this one, but we would have to find ourselves a keystone, all of that stuff as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just take that out of here, throw it in here, and then we got a lot of quests to accept, which I am just going to click here and claim all of them from there. There we go. And we got some stuff, right? So let's go ahead, take anything. It can go inside the system, put it inside the system. I didn't even realize we had carrots over here. Wow. So we have carrots. And now we just have the ability to get more carrots, I guess. Where did we get all those carrots from? I have no idea, to be honest. No idea at all whatsoever. Anyways, this is now giving latex, which kind of sucks for us. We want to break that. We'll go ahead and put it on top of here. We want to make ourselves a fluid drawer real quick. We're going to come over here and type in fluid. Click on this, click on that. We are going to click on this again, though, real quick so we can click on bucket. and just make ourselves a stack of buckets. And then we need to grab our linking tool and our configuration tool. And I am going to actually come back over here again and quickly make one more of these. And then we are going to grab 4 of these. Okay, so what we could do is we come over here where I will grab this one. It will go right here. It will start filling with honey. We can then lock it, link it, and put 2 of these on there so we get 500 buckets. Then also, I'm going to put this one here. Go like this. Take a bucket of this from here, put it here. Go like this, throw 2 of those on there so we get 500 buckets of that as well. And I'm going to place it down right here. And then we need to go get a wrench. Actually, we locked it, right? So we can, or we didn't lock it, so we could lock it, link it. Then we come over here where we grab this and we throw it here. Grab a wrench out. So we also want to go ahead and take these. I'm going to throw them here. This and that. Where honeycomb? There's where my full on. Okay, I didn't put honeycomb in there. Okay, whatever. We can do that. Put honeycomb in there. You then come over here and take this and tell it to start filling this up with the latex from those. So those will empty. And yeah, but then our honey will go into here. We can then tell to go into there, which will then go into here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. I am still, like we said, going to have to go do some other stuff with some the more Allthemodium. That's weird. Why is that? Did I? I did, didn't I? I did. I didn't take 2 of the netherite bees and put them in there. Okay. Well, yeah, so that's going to be what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to make 2 more netherite bees. That's not going to be too hard. I could like this real quick. Take out 2 stacks of of poppies. You can come over here, click on this, take out that. Go like this. Plant these right here. And this will let us do this. We can then take out the diamond bees from there. Go up this one here. Like so. There we go. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. There we go. We got 2 of those. Oh, man. I don't know how I completely forgot about this when I was doing the other stuff. There we go. We got these to hit boom and then go like this. There we go. Fly back over here where we grab 2 of these because I'm gonna need to back up. We can go to the gene indexer and throw that one in there. Come over here. These 2 guys down. Feed you. Feed you. And then with this, we can now just make netherite bees instead of whatever. I don't know why it sounded like I heard phantom out here because we easily slept last night, as far as I remember. So with that and that, we go like this and throw these in there. Get these that we can put in here. Much easier now. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta flip that back up. So we go like that. Get that. And yeah, perfect. We could throw this diamond bee in there because who cares? We could then throw that in there. That in there. And we are at 70% for netherite bee, so we could probably do one more, and then that'll let us make a second Allthemodium bee. And if we get 2 of them, we could easily just, or we could go ahead and make a vibranium, and then once we go get some unobtainium and unobtainium and have one of each. But now that we have that, we should easily be able to do more. But of course, right now the only one we easily have ability to make more of is that one. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. For the Ender Bee, we could also do some stuff from that to get this so that we can actually get this stuff. Because if we get this stuff, what we got here, we got a Dragon Head, Netherite upgrade, Ultimate Pipe upgrade, Productive Alpha, another Dragon Egg, which would be useful. Nether Stars, a mining gadget, some Universal Cable. And of course, if we get this one, same exact loot things, plus gene samples. And if we get this one, also apparently just the same amount. But if we can get those so that they're going, we'll be able to do stuff. And we should, at that point, even be able to start getting some of these things, because like these are going to need nether stars, so we're definitely going to need some of those. So for that, we might actually also work towards getting our whatchamacallit thing. I think we have one of the things already, possibly. I don't know for sure. I don't remember. But we'll need whatever it is. So, I mean, we could just make it real quick. So go here and say at MYST. And we can click on the infusion crystal. So boom. And who knows if we've already gotten one at some point or another. We could also go in here and we can grab fluid drawers, which will give us whatever. Of course, it gave us a spruce one because I wasn't paying attention. We just put it right there. And that's all of our stuff. So, like I said, we can probably next time work towards getting all the way up here so that we can get some nether stars pumping out via this, because I'm pretty sure that this will be much, much quicker than the other stuff. And then, of course, there is also the Allthemodium seeds, unobtainium and vibranium seeds as well, which might even also be much, much quicker, but we would need some magical soil to grow them on, which requires a whole lot of dirt. I mean, honestly, that's easy to get. A whole lot of, we would need 81 blocks of nether star blocks. So that's going to be 81 times 9. So that's a lot of that. We're going to need insanium for that, as well as awakened growth accelerators, and an insanium farmland. Ender pearl block times 3. We have that, the piglet heart, and then the moonlight magic crepe myrtle sapling, which who knows where that's even at. So if we go back to here, we go to productive trees. That is, I have no idea. I would assume it's over here somewhere. Maybe not. Is it here? Moonlight ebony sapling. This one here. Okay, so we would need to get to this one here, which would be this one. So we would need to make ourselves peak, and then peak with jungle, and then the new one with dark oak, and then the new one with cherry, and then that new one purple crepe myrtle. With some luck to get red, with then some luck to get that one, with more luck to get that one. So yeah, that's a whole lot of luck we would need in order to get there. But yeah. Anyways, we might do some stuff with productive trees just to get it started up this way to get up to our dragon sapling here that we need for our thing. I have no idea, for our dragon soul this here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Please enjoy your day, night, doing whatever you're doing, wherever you are at. As always, force your friends to watch. We will come back next time with some more All the Mons, where, like I said, we might do some productive trees. We might do some other stuff, but in the meantime, I will go find some more Allthemodium so that we can do some stuff, and then we'll just, yeah. Anyways, peace out. See you later.